I don't know if you can see how much I'm sweating, but fuck, it is hot as shit today in Southern California. And I'm like resting in this little ass piece of shade that we have here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Yeah. You see all that? There's no shade down there. I don't think there's any shade down that way. At least I don't think. I'll look for some more. But anyway, I was just saying it's hot as fuck. Either way, let's get on with today's video. Okay, I've been riding around with this thing and it's turned out to be a lot harder than I thought. Fuck man, this is not steady worth shit. I'll show you guys later what the fucking mechanism I concocted that didn't do too well. Fuck man, I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Well, I'll keep trying it, whatever. Anyway, I need to get some shades because it's hot as fuck. The only place I can think of that can have some is CVS. So we are here at CVS. Damn, I don't know if they're gonna let me in with my bike though. Motherfucker. I'm gonna try though.
Right here, sir.
Oh.
Hey, how are you? Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are cool. Yo. These are the winner. Yo. Oh, we just gotta go pay for it. Anyway, the reason I'm doing, gonna be doing a lot of talking in today's vlog is because everybody that I've showed, like friends, family, and homies and whatnot, everybody that I've showed my videos to, they all say it's really, 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 really good. They all have the exact same reaction, but you need to do more motherfucking talking. So I guess this is me doing some more motherfucking talking. I'm gonna be talking shit though. But today's topic of discussion, what I will begin with, is I'm gonna tell you guys about where the fuck I am in life. Because I just realized I kind of started uploading videos and there was like really no proper introduction of me or the channel of any kind really. So that's what we're gonna take care of this today. Status update on as far as to where the fuck I am right now and whatnot. I am on Melrose Ave because I have to fix my bike. So I'm going to this thing called On Some Shit Store. If you ride BMX, you probably know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You probably went to the grand opening. Anyway, I gotta go fix my tire or my, I don't know what the fuck it's called because I don't really know much about BMX. I just like to ride bikes, so that's what we're doing right now. Shit, there's a lot of traffic coming my way now. Fuck. Get out of the way. Whoop. So, current status update. I just took this shit off. Fuck, man. I don't know if I got that part on tape, but anyway, real quick. Fuck. Let me see. At first, I was using this stand to put it on my hand and ride my bike and vlog and whatnot, but this shit does not work. So I'm gonna keep it probably because it'll probably come useful for the GoPro and whatnot. But I'm gonna use this other sturdy one that I just found, and then I just took it out of my backpack and whoop, right here. And status update. We're gonna go find a painting of some sort where I can start telling you about my motherfucking life and whatnot and how I got to Los Angeles and living the life that I live, I guess. Whoop. Yeah, people look at me so weird because I'm vlogging now when cars pass by, man. It's kind of, I like it though. It's cool, whatever. Ooh. Almost fucked up my camera, huh? Goddamn. It's fine though. So we're here we are, once again. Going to talk about what I just told you about. I'm gonna try not to speak too loud. Oh, I gotta turn my headphones off. Alrighty. Ooh. My sexy ass, I'm just fucking with you. I got full of acne, look at that. Oh, disgusting. Anyway, so, thought you would enjoy this beautiful background, but, whatever, yeah. Thought you would enjoy this beautiful background while I speak to you about my past and whatnot. So I've decided to tell you about how I got to Los Angeles in 3 sections or 3 memories, I guess you can say. Number 1, family memory, but we're not going to talk about that shit today because I will be here for like 15,000 hours just speaking, just talking and talking and talking and talking. But The second one is school memories. No, work memory. Second one is work memory, but we're gonna circle our way back to work memory because I feel work memory is like the most previous one. That's like, sadly, the shit that never ends for human beings. Our just mission is to find something we love to do and, you know, make a shit ton of money doing that. Anyway, number 3, the third memory is school memory, and that's what we're gonna talk about now. The reason being is because I guess that's the beginning. You know, that's where it all begins for as a childhood or whatever. All right, so let's begin. Elementary school, I was pretty fucking normal. I was like a teacher's pet. I was always a good kid. I did like my homework. Teachers loved me, all that good shit. But at the same time, I was always attracted to like different stuff. I just never acted upon it because I had a really strict ass mom. I feel like in the 90s, you could hit your kid and then it'd be fine. But now it's like called, you know, child abuse, but I feel like it's discipline. Anyway, I couldn't really do anything bad in elementary school because, you know, I'd get my butt kicked by my mama and whatnot. So I stayed a good kid throughout elementary. My mom told me this funny story, in fact, that supposedly when she first had me and I was still living in Jersey, my teachers came up to her and told her, hey, your kid he's extremely hyper, extremely hyper, and he can't pay attention or shit. So the teachers were telling her, like, you gotta put him in some slower classes, teach him, you know, how to slow things down and whatnot. But my mom, I guess because she explained to me, because she barely got to the country and whatnot, she didn't like know any fucking English. She just didn't, I guess, understand the seriousness of the situation and whatnot. So she just said, no, my kid's fine, he's normal, just leave him in normal classes. And I think that's why, maybe that's why teachers love me. Middle school comes by, I guess. Middle school, bro. Middle school was some shit. I don't even know what to say. Where do we begin with middle school? Okay. Middle school came by 6th grade. I was like still that goody two-shoes child that, you know, did his homework. I was the teacher's pet again, and like everything was normal. But once again, I don't know, I got bored of like being the good kid and decided to just fuck around, bro. 7th grade came by and like, oh man, let's leave it this way. The real highlight of the situation was I got arrested twice in 2 weeks for graffiti and then kicked out of school all in the same 2 weeks, bro. So from 6th grade going to that goody two-shoes, and then like the 7th grade just getting into a shit ton of trouble and like becoming like the cool kid and whatnot, I guess you could say. I don't think I was cool, but I like to skateboard and I did a shit ton of graffiti. Like in 7th grade came by and like I got really into graffiti. I mean, I used to skateboard, but I didn't really like to skateboard. I used the skateboard as a tool, more of a ride situation to get from and from places so I can draw graffiti, you know? The skateboarding thing, yeah, it didn't really work out besides the whole, you know, getting me into trouble once again because I was over here and over there painting and whatnot. Middle school was some shit. Speaking of my middle school, oh, damn. I almost got that on tape. Anyway, fuck, where was that? Middle school, 7th grade, arrest record, yeah. I wasn't necessarily like a bad kid, but I just like to get into trouble. So from, I want to say the first time I got arrested in middle school to like fucking, till I was 18. I mean, shit. I've been arrested like what, 9 times? No, 8, 7. 7? Yeah. So from 13, from middle school to 18, I was arrested maybe like, yeah, 7 times. I'd have to recount, but like 7 times, bro. So that's a long story. I'm not gonna go into like crazy ass detail as far as to the whole thing, unless you guys want me to. Like, let me know in the future later video. I just spoke about elementary and middle school. Let's recap real quick. Elementary, goody two-shoes. Could have swore I had ADHD, but my mom decided not to treat it because she didn't really know the language, yada 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 yada. Middle school was goody two-shoes in 6th grade, and the 7th grade got a shit ton of trouble. I've been arrested like 7 times before I was, you know, like 18. Terrible. But I'm not gonna go into detail once again. If you guys want to know about that detaily shit, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will talk about it in a later video. Now we're gonna talk about high school. High school was some shit, dude. High school was some shit. That's 12 minutes right there. With this video, I'm gonna tell you about my fucking high school days. So, where do I begin with the high school days, boy? Look at this beautiful art right here. God damn. Just plain gorgeous. Woo! Anyway, speaking of graffiti, since we got a graffiti background and whatnot, as I said earlier in the previous video and whatnot, in middle school, I used the skateboard really to like kind of just get to and from places to do my graffiti, and like I wasn't really all in big in skateboarding as much as I was into graffiti. I mean, graffiti, I was like fucking, I lived it, breathed it, tagged it, I fucking wrote it, I practiced it, I dreamt it. Graffiti was my shit, okay? So, in high school, I graduated, I guess you can say, from doing graffiti on a skateboard to like selling weed on a BMX bike. And I think I was really successful because it was a one-man thing. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't in a gang or anything like that. I just was really about making money. So I decided to sell some cannabis in Atlanta, Georgia. Shit was it was interesting. I'll tell you that much, man. But anyway, what was that? Oh, the bike. So high school, I was like very like shy, man. I've always been really fucking stupid shy, which is why I'm wearing the glasses right now. I can't look at you guys in the eye. I mean, hopefully I get used to it one day, but yada yada. Back to the topic at hand. High school, I was really fucking shy. All I did was just smoke weed, bro. Like, that was it. I mean, I wasn't really worried about getting bitches or anything like that. Just getting high and making money. That's all I was worried about. So that was high school, mainly, predominantly. There was really nothing really special to it. A lot of partying, a lot of drinking. Stopped doing so much graffiti, you know. But high school, the main highlight is I became a weed selling, graffiti writing BMX rider, I guess you can say. I didn't really ride BMX. I just used the BMX bike to get to and from places in the city of Conyers, Georgia, to sell weed. Man, I made some really good fucking money. Honestly, I miss it. I really do, because it's just so fucking easy, you know. But I don't know. I don't think I'd go back to it. I want to take a more legal approach and my different passions. So, work life. As I said earlier, sorry, I'm chilling now. I'm in this fucking shade. Cause it's hot as shit, man. Southern California is like, just damn, bro. Anyway, now I'm gonna talk about the work life. Sadly, that's what every human being is gonna do to the day they die, bro. Most of them, you know. Our job is just to find something that we're creatively and well, not creatively, but just something we're passionate about and do it as a living. That'd be awesome. You know, that's the mission, I guess, the goal. Work life. Let's see. I've had a job since I was like 15, yeah. My first 2 jobs were at automotive shops. 2 automotive shops. They were both under the table paying, so I got paid pretty decent for my age, I guess. But one shop focused heavily on the mechanical aspect of a car, while the other shop focused heavily on like the painting portion of a car. And then I was taking some automotive classes in high school. So point being, like, cars goes back to like the beginning of time for me, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been there longer than graffiti has, longer than bike riding, longer than anything really. Cars have always been here. If you grew up in the 90s as a kid, you probably are a fan of that, what's that fucking movie called? Oh yeah, Fast and the Furious. So I was a big fan, man. That shit, as soon as that shit came out, like, I was like, whoa, man, I need to do this. So 15 came around, got 2 jobs, you know, had 2 jobs, whatever. I ended up leaving those for, once again, some car related careers and whatnot. Went to O'Reilly Auto Parts, did that for a little while. I was pretty fucking good at it, honestly. I'm actually killing it. Yeah, I was really good at it. And after that, in high school, as I explained, I was a little bit of a troublemaker. So when I got the O'Reilly position and whatnot, I got into some serious trouble with the DUI and whatnot, and I needed a good high-paying job that was gonna help me pay my probation fees and court fees and all this extra shit, man. Like, don't get arrested, kids. Like, it's just a waste of money, bro. It's terrible. It sucks balls. Ended up running into this job doing concrete construction. That was some shit. Like I said, I didn't really plan on doing it. It was more like I needed the money for the court fees and whatnot. Paid really well. Finally got me off the hook. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I did that for 3 years. Did it for 3 years. 3 years, and then this is where everything gets kind of interesting. So